and welcome everybody. Come on in and grab a seat at the bar. I'm your Photo Happy Hour bartender, Michael Mowbray. And today I'm serving up a Grinch punch with fresh squeezed Grinches. Joining me behind the bar are my fellow bartenders, Dan Frievalt and Carl Kaler. Say hey, guys.
Hey. Glad to be here.
Hello.
The Grinch punch is pretty. It's green. It's very green.
It's pretty green.
It's pretty green. Yeah, we'll have the recipe for that a little bit later on.
There you go.
So, if you're joining us for the first time or the 75th time, which would be weird because this is podcast number 53, maybe you've listened to some of them more than once. Yeah, that's possible. We are three professional photographers who have been around for a while, and we'd like to get together, have a few drinks, and spew a little bit of knowledge on you, and hopefully we make sense, and hopefully you learn something every week. But in all honesty, we don't care because we're just having fun. So,
are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Yes. And one of the things is we drop a lot of movie quotes, and you really got to keep track. We should do that one of these times and have a contest. And if you can name all the different movie and TV quotes that we
have a little tally.
Like... Tally.
We'll give you this one. Gladiator.
We give you this. Yeah, we have to stop giving them away when we do it.
Oh, don't give them away.
I know, but we'll do one sometimes, and we'll actually like pre-promote it, and you've got to write them all down.
You have to pay attention. Okay.
At the end, there will be a prize, a free trip to Hawaii.
So the happy hour part of the photo happy hour, that's actually 2/3 of our name, is the happy hour part.
Or 2 fingers. Wait a minute. 3 fingers.
That's about 2 fingers right there.
3 fingers.
Wait. Oh, I almost said it. Never mind. I'm having scotch tonight. Actually, I just started, believe it or not.
It shows.
What are you guys having?
I'm having whiskey.
I'm having a red blend. Speaking of California.
Look at that.
Which we were talking about before we hit record button. But
I thought a red blend was sticking your red vines in some Mountain Dew Code Red.
Ooh.
Playing a little Call of Duty.
That sounds good.
Sugar. You make a straw out of it.
Yeah, straw. Yes, sugar.
I'm on a sugar binge. We made some Christmas cookies over the weekend. Plus, I made a couple of pumpkin pies, and sugar binge.
Have you seen the pumpkin pie thing where the lady overcooked the pumpkin pie and then put it on social media and all the comments? Oh, those were gold, man.
It was like, damn you, Marie Callender, for ruining my Thanksgiving.
Yeah. The memes and the comments and man, those were good. So, we'll have to put a link to those because they're pretty sweet. With all the trolls that are out there on the internet, when you get comedy like that, that makes the internet pretty darn cool.
Oh yeah, I like how some of these corporations are just coming back with their social media people and just really slapping back. I sent you guys the one from Arby's, didn't I?
The Arby's one. Yes. I was gonna say yeah.
Where's that one at? Yeah.
Yeah, we won't talk about that on the air. You can look it up for yourself.
Oh yeah. I guess I can't say. I can't say half of this.
Well, actually, 3/4 of it you can't say.
Yeah. Oh well.
Look it up on your own.
Let's just say part of it is we have the meats in there. So anyway, yeah. I kind of want to go off on social media sometimes, but I feel like I can't. Which, darn that, having a reputation and a brand and everything.
That's true. And that's not really our topic. We can touch on that real quick.
What is our topic, Dan?
A lot of people, they kind of have no filter, and they just rip on customers and all these different things. That's not good for your brand. Be careful what you say.
Online back and forth with customers, and I'm like, no, never. No.
So segue into that. Maybe it's
Yes.
because you're not getting the proper education on how to run a business. So
There you go.
today our topic is we're going to talk about
Edumacation.
photography education, the new not the new, but the upcoming conferences and workshops and all the educational opportunities coming up in the first quarter of
And some of the places that
2022.
we're going to be. 2022.
And some of the places we're personally going to be
Yeah.
attending and or
2022.
speaking.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Or both.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Or both.
Or both.
Speaking,
Yeah.
attending, and speaking.
So
or
should we do
both.
this in
Trade
like
showing, too.
chronological order, or just
Yeah,
throw it out
why
there and
be?
hit the wall?
Yeah, just throw it out there. Why should we start being like systematic at this point?
Well,
That's a good
the
point.
first one's easy. It's like the next big thing coming up is Imaging USA, which
First
is
week
in.
of January. Or
What is
the
that? What it is?
Second week
Second
of
week.
January. I don't know. It's going.
I don't know.
January.
I'm not going, so I don't know.
And I'm not going. And Dan
And I'm not going
Is not
either.
going.
So
Well,
we don't.
screw those guys.
Yeah. No. No. I would.
So
I
we
really,
don't-
I am gonna miss that one. I mean, it's the first. I mean, last year we were virtual and
Virtual, yeah.
It's. I mean, IUSA is so cool because you got like 10,000 of your closest friends that are photographers and do what you do, all in kind of the same place at once. And the programming is nice. It's great, but you know, it's short. You only get tidbits at IUSA because it's only like what, an hour and a half programs, stuff like that.
Are they even that long? Or are they? They're hour and a
About
half, or are they
that. I
15
think
minutes?
they're-
Like hour and
half or
15.
something like
Yeah.
Or something
Hour
like
15.
that.
That
Yeah.
sounds right. We'll split the difference. There we go.
But
Hour
the
15.
trade show is phenomenal, and the camaraderie and the networking you gain at IUSA is insane. It's awesome. So that part I really
And
do
the
miss.
and the
you know,
the
that's what we
trade
were
show,
missing.
trade show
It's
stuff.
huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and the trade show. Yeah.
And we
WPPI.
can't. You know, it's hard to get through the
is
trade
another
show.
one. Yeah, that's
Yep,
true.
WPPI is huge trade show, but you gotta kind of run through the trade show so that's the thing with all the different people that you know, and the more events that you go to, the more you run into more people, and a lot of the same people, and pretty soon when you try going through a trade show, you get stopped every 4 or 5 steps.
4 feet. Yeah.
So, which is
An
awesome.
hour
It's
later, you
fun.
still haven't gone to the booth you're trying to go to. Yeah.
But that's
Right,
okay.
right,
It's,
right.
it's fun because then you get to know people all over the place, which is why it's really cool because my wife still teases that. She said, I'm not worried about you traveling anywhere anymore because anywhere you go, there's going to be somebody you know there so that if you get stranded,
True.
you can have a place to stay. And it's realistically or pretty true. I mean,
It's a good
It's
chance there'll
amazing.
be a bathtub you can sleep in somewhere.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Oh, like on the way
Exactly.
back from Texas school.
From Texas school, yeah. Imaging
Yes,
USA,
Canada.
January 16th through the 18th.
go.
National Harbor, MD,
Maryland.
Maryland.
Maryland. Yep.
Maryland.
Close to DC.
Maryland.
So I think you fly into Reagan. You fly into Reagan, maybe, or probably Reagan. Fly into Reagan National and
Yeah. What
get
I
an
would
Uber.
do is get there early or stay a little bit late and venture a little bit over to DC and hit a lot of those the art galleries and the National Archives and stuff like that. It's amazing how we can learn so much from looking at the paintings from the actual masters, the old masters.
Oh yeah.
And I've been there several times, and it's been similar, but with some different work each time. And it's absolutely beyond education as far as I'm concerned. You learn about color, you learn about color palettes, and not just color harmony, but color palettes and techniques, and you learn about composition and lighting, and it's crazy what a couple hours in those art galleries can do for you. So if you're going to IUSA, just spend a little bit extra time and swing over. You're not far from it. Swing over and hit some of those galleries.
I suggest you spend more than 45 minutes
Oh, absolutely.
because do you guys know that story, don't you? We went out to DC a few years back with the boy, and they wanted to go see the Air and Space Museum and all that kind of stuff. And the only place I wanted to see was the National Art Gallery because I'd been to the other places. And they gave me 45 minutes. 45 minutes. 4:15, we got to the National Art Gallery. They close at 5. So, running through.
Give yourself some time. There's a lot to see.
2,785 creative works of art. We have 10 minutes. Let's go.
Bring your roller skates or skateboard or something. Yeah,
they're all blurry.
It's actually amazing.
All blurry, yeah. So WPPI, I looked up while you guys were talking, February 27th through March 3rd.
Is that the same time as Sync?
That's in Vegas. Sync is February 18th through the 21st.
They're not at the same time for once.
Which we will all be at. Yes.
We will all be at Sync. It's the.
Do we have a place to stay yet? By the way.
Oh
no, I meant to get that taken care of this week. So we do have flights.
Well, we think we're going to be there.
We're going to be there.
We'll be homeless. We have flights there, so we might be kind of curled up with a sleeping bag next to rum runners.
It's warm there, though. It's warm there, so it's okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually driving down because I'm taking so much stuff for the trade show. So
I was just sleeping here
in the truck if
in a van down by the river. Yeah, we're good.
That's right. The truck down by the beach.
Just watch out for the raccoons. Remember that one during the video that you and Garen? See a raccoon crawl down the tree right behind you?
Oh, yeah, last year.
Your video?
Last year, yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah. So, yeah, Sync is...
Sync is really cool because it's a nice break in the winter.
Well, not only that, we're going to, the thing with Sync is it's pretty specific to high school seniors. It's also, less than usually 300 attendees. So, your WPPIs and your imaging, which are great, you're talking thousands of attendees. So, if you want more of a personal type of conference, you have that. So,
a little bit more targeted.
A little difference. Yeah. A little more targeted as well.
Big enough to have a decent trade show and great speakers, but not so big that there's this huge crowd. Which, some people are still sensitive to, given,
right.
I don't know, this thing that's been going on. I can't remember what they call it.
Pandemic?
Panama? Something.
Panama. Hey, but this year, there is a difference in Sync this year that we really didn't talk about. And Darty's, I know, excited about it, but they usually had the sports and volume show separately. And now they're combining them. So this is going to be our first opportunity to have an option, and we can switch back and forth depending on what track you want to see at what time, which is gonna be cool because I do a little volume stuff, so I'm excited about some of the sports and volume programs that are gonna go on. I'm probably gonna be torn back and forth, but we have options now, which is gonna be really kind of cool. So we're gonna meet new people and be in the same in the same venue, so that's gonna be exciting.
Which also used to be a benefit for Sync, is there would only be one program at a time. Unlike these other conventions, it's like, shoot, where do I go? I want to see this person. I want you want to clone yourself, and you can. So that was a benefit for Sync, but and now Sync is kind of combining the two, but they're still, for most people, they fall under one or the other.
Different.
Yeah.
Right. So just to kind of sum it up for people, Sync is Senior Youth National Conference, I think is what Sync stands for.
I think so, yeah.
So it's, as Dan was saying, it was primarily targeted for high school senior photographers, but they've had programs. Carl did one on families a year or two ago, and they've done some stuff on, I think they've done some stuff on newborns, but it's mostly seniors. And then now they're adding in the volume sports shooters, so people who photograph schools and sports.
But they keep that in a separate track. So
right.
If you want to see a program and you're strictly a high school senior and family portrait photographer, you won't miss. You won't be going, oh, geez, what am I going to do for an hour and a half? You have your own programming. And same thing with the sports and volume folks. So
let's back up just half a step. If people are interested in Imaging USA, where do they find more information?
PPA.com.
PPA.com, or Imaging USA has its own website, and I can't remember if it's imagingusa.com or imagingusa.org. It's one of the two.
I was just there. imagingusa.org.
So.
O-R-G. Yeah.
So
and I went to ppa.com first because they normally have a banner, but it wasn't up yet,
No, it's
surprisingly.
under events. You got to go under events, and then under events it'll have iUSA.
Okay.
So.
And now for sync, Benji, I heard Benji
Benji
or Santa. Is Santa
Benji
here?
was in here. Where did he go?
Our jingles. I believe.
Oh.
I keep looking around like, what the heck is scratching my walls? It's Benji over.
He snuck back out. And I can't hear because I have the noise canceling headphones on.
Oh, yeah.
I heard it just fine. Along with iUSA, events are coming up that are still part of PPA. Districts, the print competition for our district print competition is May 16th.
When is that?
19th.
When is that?
May 16th through the 19th. The district.
May 16th through the 19th.
May 16th through the 19th. 3 times, everybody.
When is that?
4 times. May 16th through the 19th. Deadlines and everything are on the website already. I saw them there yesterday. Or maybe it was today. I don't remember. And IPC, International Photographic Competition, is September 11th through the 15th this year. So, again, watch out for the early registrations so you can get your case in without spending more than you need to. But as you know, most of us photographers are procrastinators. So we're always there at the final minutes of the final hour on the final day of late registration. And that's okay too. They all go to the same place. They all get judged at the same time. So whenever you can get them in, but start thinking about it now because they're coming up May 16th to 19th and then
I was just thinking that because I haven't entered in the last couple of years, and I was actually just thinking that today. It's like,
time to get
I should probably enter again. When do I have to enter? Do I need to get that new computer so I can enter? Well, yeah, you're not going to get it till February, so I'm like, I better order one if I want it here before sync.
And I have to enter because I have one artist merit I need. One.
Oh, I need 3.
So one for your degree to finish?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm going to probably throw 4 things at district, and then I'll create 4 new things to throw at IPC because all 4 district will not merit.
Well, maybe if we start now and not at 4 o'clock.
That's positive.
Good. I usually get 2 for 4, so
That's really positive.
Get 2 for 4 this year. I'll get 2 for 4 this.
There you go. So what else is going on? What else is up and around?
Well, I want to get people Sync's website, Sync Rocks, SYNCROCKS, syncrocks.com. All right. So what's after that? I don't know. There's still a fair number of states that are doing things out there. Virginia still has a fairly big conference and big print competition.
Huge print competition. Yeah, there's several print competitions going on out there in the East. Utah, I'll be at Utah March 24th to the 29th between judging and hands-on workshops and their actual lecture circuit, which will be kind of fun. So if you're around the Utah area or somewhere out in those western states, I'm sure they would love to see you. So check that out.
You've got Animal Image Makers coming up. AIM, which is actually the weekend of Easter.
Which is
a little weird and a little unfortunate some ways because it might throw some people off because the Sunday of the conference is actually Easter Sunday.
Yeah, but their print competition is I think the 3rd week of April, but it coincides with Colorado's convention and workshops, which I'll be at too.
Wow.
So a lot of things going on all at once in April.
Yep.
But AIM is, man, I'll tell you what, if you do any work with animals, pets or in wild or anything like that, especially pets, mongooses. Well, mongooses can be pets too, so I guess,
Let's see. Yeah. Ferrets.
That print competition exploded the last few years, and I have a feeling it's going to hit over 1,000 this year. So, it's crazy cool.
But does each print count? Does each print count for like 7 prints, or is that just dog prints? Is it?
That's just in dog years.
Is that why there's
Well,
so
they
many?
can't do that,
No?
Dan, because
That's why there's so
because-
many. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they can't do that because it's not just dogs. You see, they have all
Oh,
kinds of
okay.
different animals. So if it was just
So if you don't
dogs,
get a
then-
if you don't get a merit with a cat, do you have like 9 more times that they judge it that maybe it can get a merit, or is that enough
I
dad
should bring
jokes
that-
for the
we should bring
night?
that up to Lisa.
Yeah, so we
those,
gotta
are,
bring.
those are good rules with it.
These
We got
are
a plan for you.
pressing issues, you know.
I'll
if
call
a horse
Davey
doesn't
Dave
merit,
and suggest those to
what
him.
happens if a horse doesn't merit? Oh my, let's not
It has
go
a
there.
long face. That's why.
Well, here's the question: does a bear merit in the woods?
Yeah. Ask the rabbit.
Only if it's lit correctly. Damn rabbits.
Oh,
So anyhow,
We got a drink.
Yeah, we were on a
we got a
streak
drink
there.
on those.
We
Ooh.
definitely-
Oh.
Time out.
oh,
Oh, hey, we have a sponsor. Do that while we're drinking. Or,
oh yeah. We're sponsored by. Let me pull up my script. The Photo Happy Hour is sponsored in part by Red Curl Creative, copywriting services for photographers, that's us, and wedding professionals, not us. Kim from Red Curl Creative speaks your language. Save $97 on Kim's Write Better Words course when you use the discount code Happy Hour, all caps, HAPPYHOUR. I feel like there should be an E. HOUR. Happy Hour, so you can save. And basically what she does is she helps you guys get your words together, because not everybody is so good with the words like we are. So
yeah, some people are weller than others. So
yes, right. Speaking of which, this is going to all tie back together. Remember yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I said I would pay big money for a software company that would come up with an AI that would take care of stray hairs, especially across the face for me, because I get those across the eye all the time. And I can't believe that, with some of the AI software that's out there, that they couldn't do that. She's actually does writing for, I can't remember which company it is, but some photography software company. She's going to talk to them about that. I'm like, please
Sweet.
do. Please
it
do.
quick.
Yes.
Mhm. Actually, part of me doesn't want anybody to know that I have that, because then it'll be too easy for anybody to do it.
I don't care.
I do.
Sorry, Carl. I don't
I
care.
care. I care.
Because, I spent way too much time yesterday on the last senior of the year that I had to retouch, and it's when I'm using 135 and I'm back, I don't see those fine
Right.
hairs coming across, so
Yeah.
I can't tell them
It's
to fix
terrible.
And I get it.
Yeah.
You
And then
zoom
you get in
like,
there
"Oh,
and it's
crap."
like, oh yeah.
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 Yeah. Absolutely. And so I was just editing, putting together a senior film that I shot this spring, finally finishing that up. Mosquitoes like crazy. So the thing with video is you can't edit those things out, and they're all over and everything, so.
Oh no.
You
I
could
had
you have
to-
to send it out to Lucasfilms or
Yeah, you were right. It's a little bit beyond my budget, which also is a segue into another different type of workshop, or a more exclusive workshop that I'm a part of, Fusion Workshop,
Fusion,
with
yeah.
Jen Lewis
Vegas,
and Garen,
baby.
in Vegas, and Garen Cooper. So Garen's going to be covering his cinematic senior films and how to shoot and edit that, film and edit that. And Jen's going to be going
Which
over business stuff.
Nobody does better than he does as far as the photographer knowledge is concerned. Or put it
Absolutely.
in-
He's
in
and a
understanding
great
that
teacher.
The photographer can understand.
Yeah, yeah. And so, fusiontheworkshop.com, March 11th through 14th in Vegas. There's only, we're only going to have 30 people. So it's very
wow.
small, intimate. You're going to get really a lot of good hands-on education. Jen's bringing a bunch of her models, her style closet. We're going out to the ghost town in Vegas, which is a really cool location, as well as like the dry desert bed. So should be pretty cool, man.
That's awesome.
Oh, it
Yeah,
could be
and you
pretty
could
hot.
save
Ooh, it could be.
save $400 till December,
What?
the end of the month, December 30th. Yeah. So make sure
How do I do that?
See, I'm in
go to
so many
Fusion
different things that
theworkshop.com.
I'm in
Fusion,
so
the
many
workshop.
different things that are getting coupons for that. Pretty soon, you guys are going to pay me to go there. Of course, I found out you can only use one. You can't use them all together.
You can only use one.
Oh,
I'm out of luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
FusionTheWorkshop.com. Yes. You can only use one coupon.
That's awesome.
The other coupon, if you're SU Insiders member, part of my membership, you actually get $450 off. So that's a member benefit.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
is that another 450 off?
No, we just talked about it, Michael.
We just one coupon.
I'm gonna be one of those people.
One coupon.
One coupon.
One coupon.
Yes.
One coupon for you. Yes. Yes. So.
That's right.
And if you can't
it's like
afford to go to Fusion or some of these because of travel and hotel costs and everything, I will be opening up my SU Insiders membership again, probably first quarter, January or so. And I'm debating on adding a few new things, but that would be secret for now.
Nice.
I'll throw that teaser out there, but it's going to be a lot more information
things.
in the upcoming launch of that. So yeah.
Full frontal nudity too.
No. No. Just no.
Magic Dan's workshop.
Oh my.
Yikes.
Let's go. Let's swerve back to fusion a minute. There's the cool thing about programs or workshops or events like Fusion is exactly what Dan said, the small group where you can be more one-on-one a lot of the times with the people that are there. The schools are like that too, by the way. So if you don't know about PPA schools, they're week-long events that you spend every day or all day, every day for 5 days or so with the same instructor. And Texas School is coming up. That's when I'll be at. I'm at a lot of them, but that's the one I'm at every year. And this year, that's the only school I'm going to teach at. Everybody in their photography industry should go to Texas School at least once.
At least once. Yeah.
In their life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you really want,
if you really
want to excel at a high rate, like a week long with one instructor,
best price.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna come out with some mega knowledge nuggets.
That's what's really unique about Texas School is you spend all week with one instructor, getting really in depth, getting really hands on, getting basically all the knowledge you could possibly get. There's only 20 to 30 people in your class, typically, and then because there are so many instructors in so many classes, there's 900 and some people there. So you get your small group in depth. Yeah. Well, just rounding down. Small group in depth knowledge, but then you've got 900,000. 900,000.
We're up to 900,000.
Oh my God.
Just like that.
It's like Minneapolis is there.
Yeah. But you're right.
But then you've got a huge trade show because of that, and you've got all the benefits.
It's free food every night. Free beer, free wine. They got two huge parties that are somewhat insane and crazy.
Barbecue.
Maybe I should go this year.
You should. I need a roommate. this year.
What are the dates again? Did we ask that already?
25th to the 29th, I think, something like that. I don't know.
April?
Go look at texasschool.org. And,
it's much more relaxing to go than it is to teach.
Gosh, yeah. With any of this stuff, it's teaching.
It's actually kind of funny because Don always teases us because it is a lot of hours for the instructors.
Oh my God!
And he's like, we have a mandatory meeting on Sunday at 4:00 before it all starts, and every year it's the same thing. I think this is year 15 or 16 for me. That you just have to make sure you get everything to us and to the students, and it doesn't matter what's going on, how bad conditions are. It's like summer camp. You smile and put a happy face, and you make everybody happy and make everybody get what they came there for. And you have plenty of time to sleep from 4 till 5 in the morning. No worries.
Yeah.
So he said that's our free time, 4 to 5 in the morning. Suck it up, and when you get home, you can sleep when you get home, and that's usually what we do.
Or if you don't get home and you get stranded in Minnesota, you get to sleep in a bathtub.
Your buddy in Minnesota can
come and get you.
Can come pick you up from the airport. Oh my gosh.
After not sleeping.
But hey, if if you are interested in Texas school, by the way, go and look at their site now and decide on an instructor and look at how the registration works. It's like buying hot concert tickets. Literally, these classes will sell out within a minute. In
seconds, yeah.
In seconds. It is like rock star status. So if there's an instructor you want, you got to be there right at whatever it is. Are they doing 10 o'clock this year or midnight? I don't remember what it is. But go look at the countdown clock is already on the website. So go and make sure you understand how it all works and be there. It's just like watching what was it, Big Bang, when they're trying to get Comic-Con tickets. refresh.
Yes.
It is like that. So I mean, you got to be there and ready to go to get your instructor of choice. But that being said, I would, in a heartbeat, I would like skip teaching there for a year or for 10 years, and there's at least 10 or 12 people that I would love to go spend a week with there. There is no wrong answer at that school. I mean, you have so many awesome choices. It's just crazy. Like I said, vendor support and 1,000 of your colleagues. It's quite the experience, to say the least. So what else we got going on?
Yeah, I got nothing to follow up on that. So
you can follow up on it.
It's hard. There's a lot of schools. I mean, there's a lot of different week-long schools out there yet. I know University or West Coast School still exists. I think they have a COVID issue again this year with the facility, so they're not able to have it again this year. But that's out in
Florida
San Diego.
Still has one.
Florida still has one.
New York just started theirs again. I got a message
Awesome.
about that the other day. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But there used to be probably 30 to 40 of them around, and there's maybe 5 or 6 now.
Yeah.
Sadly.
It's a sad thing.
A lot of them didn't survive. So, and there's.
But those you get hands-on time at those things. I mean, that's when, you know how you're back in high school and you watch a problem on the chalkboard. Say it's a math class or something. You're looking at it, following. Yep, okay, it makes sense. Yep, good. Yep, whatever. And you get home and you're like, oh crap, I don't remember. But when you had to go to the board and solve that problem on the chalkboard in front of the whole class and God and everybody, you learned it a lot more. And that's kind of how these week-long schools are. You actually do stuff in most of the classes. I mean, you got to research the class too, make sure that it is a hands-on kind of class. But you're actually doing it before you get home. So when you get home, you're not going off of memory. You're actually continuing your education.
Right.
You have it down. Yeah. And that's what I liked about what Garen's going to be doing at Fusion, because his goal is to show you how to shoot the video, how to edit the video, and then have you actually shoot the clips and edit the clips. So when you leave, you have a demo of a senior film that you can use to market with right away. And that's awesome, because you have a valuable product that you can, market with. And that's valuable, especially with the video, because there's so much that goes into it. Like if you're new to photography, you've maybe learned some new settings, and then you go to a week-long class and you pick up techniques and you keep building on those techniques, and it's a little bit easier in a sense. But with video, it's a whole new industry, And, from camera settings to lighting to sound to editing, it's a different software. So I mean, there's a lot. Think about like when you first got into photography, all the things you had to learn at once, and so that's what's exciting with that.
Here's a thought, Dan. How much, when you're doing videos now, if you had it sent out to do a video, to do editing and make a clip, what kind of ballpark prices are we talking out there compared to what you're going to get at Fusion and go home with? I mean,
and that's
money
why
by going there.
If you sent this to a video production house, thousands.
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 Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't do video for so long, because it's like, the editing is just monstrous. But watching Garen do it and having a system down, like I did one the other day, it was like, wow, that didn't take long at all. That's and like that normally would take me like 2-3 days to kind of edit.
Right.
You know, it's like when I first started designing albums, it's like the minute Ty said, "Hey, we can send it for $30 and you can get an album design," I'm like, done. You know,
Done. It's
because
yours.
even if it takes me all day, it's like that's a lot. You know, that's a lot of time. So yeah, and Garen is teaching a jumpstart at Sync, but that's just one day. So even I'm recommending people to take Garen at Sync and then
go to Fusion,
follow up at Fusion.
Oh,
Yep, because
absolutely.
there's so much information, you're going to be overwhelmed at Sync, and it's just one day that kind of just gets you, kind of get your taste buds kind of wet at what video is about, and then at Fusion you have a jump start on putting it all together. So
And it's all prior to the start of most people's seasons too. So
Right.
you can
Right.
kind of, I mean, it's just right before. That's what I always liked about education, like in March and April. It's like you get the education and then season starts. You can just start applying the stuff right away.
just hit the ground running. That's like when I went to MAPE, years ago. I think that was like early June, and that was cool because all of a sudden you got back and you're rocking and we're ready to roll with sessions. So
Exactly.
because sometimes you go to imaging, or I was just had my live training with SU Insiders today, and it's like talk about like you get all excited, you do this stuff in January and imaging, and you do this at Sync in March and everything, and then you get back and you get busy, and then all of a sudden your season starts. You kind of like pull open your notes like, what, how did I? I'm confused.
What did I write here? Yeah, I don't
Hey,
know.
this made perfect sense. I'm looking at now like, what is this chicken scratch? It makes no sense to me.
And then
May as
you
well drop
merp.
it. May as well just drink.
Merp. Merp? Does that say merp? What's a merp?
Hey,
That's a merp. Yeah.
look what I'm wearing, by the way.
I know. That's a lovely
I
sweatshirt.
noticed that,
Look at that.
yes.
Ooh. You got one on the boob and one on the shoulder.
Oh, none on this side. Oh, just on this one.
There we go.
That's pretty cool,
Very nice.
eh? That's very
Yeah.
nice.
And people who are listening to this have no idea what we're talking about. Carl's
So,
wearing,
get onto YouTube.
yeah, Carl's wearing a brand new, not even on the website,
Not even on the
MoLight sweatshirt. Very nice.
MoLight
It's a
sweatshirt.
new, I think, is that a new era? Is that what I ended up doing on those? They're super soft.
It
They're
is.
very nice.
It's really
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Dan, if you're nice, if you're a good boy, and maybe you'll get one for Christmas.
Learn from
Maybe.
Benji.
Maybe one will
Nice.
come down the chimney.
Nice. I'll have to suck up to
Put
you.
the fire
Dan
out.
doesn't have a chimney. Oh wait, maybe
They're
he
not
does.
fire retardant. Anyway.
No.
So we've talked about like places you can go where there might be 10,000 people. We've talked about places you can go where there might be 400 people. We've talked about places where you can go there might be 30 people. What about a place where there's only going to be one people?
One.
Good
You can come to
point.
any
That's
one of us. Actually, I
One
think we all do
one-on-one
that.
mentoring. I had a message today on Facebook asking if I'd be free on a day in January to come to the studio and do either a half day or full day mentoring, which I will do. And I will do on lighting or headshots or seniors, or I'll still teach on weddings, even though I don't shoot them anymore because I've shot enough of them. So yeah, I mean, and Carl, you'll do one day mentors or half day mentors.
We just did one this fall where we went up to Munising area and photographed a couple.
Wait, you
and-
can still go north of where you are?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, and you don't even need a passport.
It was more east, but we call it a little northeast. It's closer to Lake Spears, yeah. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and created a bunch of images for them while we were discussing. So it was like a twofer kind of thing for them. They got nice couples photos and learned about why we were doing what in what area. So we learned as we played, and they're going to make an album out of it when it's all said and done. So that was kind of a cool experience. But
Speaking of that,
yes.
if you've never hired a photographer or haven't hired one recently, I highly encourage you to do that. Go through their entire process. See what it feels like to be on the other side of the camera and how they run their process, and be a client of a different photographer, of someone you respect, because it's pretty eye-opening, and it makes you a better photographer a better business person.
Business person, yep. Might change your thoughts on your sales techniques.
Well, our friend Jen's had two of her boys get their senior portraits from friends of ours.
Dan McClanahan
Dan
did one,
McClanahan
and
who was a podcast guest of ours
yep.
a year or so ago. And then Josh Hanna just photographed.
And rocked it.
Yeah, those are pretty
Dang.
nice.
That's next level stuff.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Actually, I keep teasing her. I'm like, what? I'm not good enough? I'm not good enough for you, Jan?
Well, yeah, that's what I said too. I'm like, I said I wouldn't even want to be your photographer. That's what
I wouldn't have. No one can do it. No one can do it like Josh. No one can do it like Dan. No one can do it like Michael. No one can do it like the other Dan or the other Dan or the other Dan. And I mean, it depends on what you're looking for and the personality you want that you want to work with. So we all just do things differently. And Josh's stuff just absolutely rocked what they were looking for, and Dan's stuff. I mean, I remember seeing the video from Dan from working with Dan. That was pretty cool too. So yeah, absolutely, it's a great experience, and you get some different style of work for your kids or yourself than what you usually do on an everyday basis too. So it's just something more variety for you to have on your walls.
So speaking of the Dans, when are all you Dans going to get together and do your Sons of Danarchy or your
the
Dandemic or whatever?
Well, we're kind of like a band from the '80s, you know. It's all kind of dispersed, you know. We got ever since. Speaking of which, is a segue of what I was just gonna say.
Here we go.
Yeah, you know, pour a little on the ground for the education holy grail of After Dark, you know, that brought all the misfits together. You know, it's
old and young.
No longer. Yeah, it was a unique education experience that is no longer, and that's where the Dans all kind of united, you know. It should maybe AD stood for all Dans. When you really think about it. Whoa, deep. Yeah. But
my head hurts a little there.
Yeah, it hurts. And that was a cool thing about. That was a cool thing about After Dark too, is where we would photograph each other, and Ben would put together these crazy composites, or you know, we would do different things with Joe Grimes would photograph, and like you could get some really cool things, or Travis Gatsby or whatever. Hey, take a picture of me, do this, you know, and they, you know, create these really cool things. It's like, man, you got the best photographers in the world,
Yeah.
And we're being models for them, you know. It was cool.
Yeah. Too fun
for free.
So you're asking me, and I know you're waiting.
Okay.
Just what is in a Grinch punch?
Now we're gonna know.
Here's what's in
you
the Grinch
do like
punch.
Johnny Carson, hold up the envelope.
We actually. Speaking of which, this is how old I am. Our senior. When we were seniors in high school, our homecoming skit, we always had homecoming skits. We actually did the Johnny Carson show, and we did a whole rip-off on Karnak the Great, and we actually had the pep band. We had the pep band play the Johnny Carson theme and the whole 9 yards. It was
nice.
It was actually quite good. But anyway, so let's see what's in a Grinch punch. It is one packet. This is what triggered it for me. This is why I selected this as the drink. It's got a packet of lemon lime Kool-Aid. Lemon lime Kool-Aid, which I was like the only one in our family who ever liked the lemon lime Kool-Aid, the green one. One packet of that, 4 cups of water, 4 cups of ice, 3 cups of lemon lime soda, 2 cups of pineapple juice, 2 cups of vodka, and 1 cup of ginger ale. This is for one person, by the way.
Cup of vodka?
It's a punch. We're making a punch here, people.
Oh, okay. Right.
Okay.
Like, jeez, gross.
It's enough for all of Whoville.
That's right. Cindy Lou Who is going to get a little goo-hoo on this one. You got lime wedges for rimming. And red sanding sugar. I've never heard of red sanding sugar for rimming as well. So there's a lot of rimming going on with this.
Well, it is
The
a
directions.
holiday drink, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can get a little crazy around the holidays. In a large pitcher, combine Kool-Aid and water. There's no sugar, evidently.
Well, Kool-Aid has enough sugar in it. Don't
Yeah,
kid
it's true.
yourself.
And a
And a
large
large-
soda.
Yeah, that's probably where it's coming from. In a large punch bowl, combine the ice, the Kool-Aid, the soda, the pineapple juice, the vodka, and the ginger ale. I don't see Everclear in here anywhere, but, being in Wisconsin, I think we'd put a little Everclear in there.
Add a little of that in there.
Somebody's going to do it later anyhow. So.
And everybody's going to ask us how much, and Carl, you and I were talking about this off air. You put in a couple of glugs.
Yes.
A couple of glugs. Glug, glug. Glug, glug, glug. Glug.
There's no measuring cups allowed.
None. There's this
Just
whole
pour
shot
from the
thing.
heart.
This whole, you just glug, glug, glug. You measure by the glugs. So use a lime wedge to rim the glasses. Dip it in the sanding sugar to coat. Pour punch in the glasses to serve. That'll kick you right into Whoville. That's the Grinch punch. Nice.
Sweet.
Our sponsor, we want to thank. That is Red Curl Creative, their copywriting services for photographers. It's late. By the way, I had my COVID booster shot, so I think it's starting to kick in. So copywriting services for photographers and wedding professionals. Learn more at redcurlcreative.com, or she also has writebetterwords.com. So
I like that one better.
I do. Write more gooder words is what I always say.
Gooder words. She
should
loves
buy
it
that.
when you ask her that.
I know she should buy that website, by the way, because I say it often enough that
Oh, absolutely.
people probably do go there. Oh, there we go. All right, you guys got any parting shots? Or are we good to go?
Salute.
Get
my other
educated.
My part, that's my part. That's what I was gonna say. Just invest in something,
Right.
Yeah.
Find one thing that's bothering you. You got a pain point in your business or your creativity or your production or whatever. Just write that down. It's like this year I'm going to learn how to blah, whatever that's going to be. For me, a couple years ago, I'm going to learn how to paint, or it's going to be I'm going to learn how to do composites, or I'm going to learn how to use flash outside, or I'm going to learn how to shoot in the studio. Whatever. Write it down. And then find Edumacation for it.
Right. And along those lines is to try and focus on that one thing for the year.
Right.
I see so many people get the creative shiny object syndrome. Like,
Squirrel!
I want to do composites. Yeah. Oh, that Carl blew my eardrum out on that one.
Sorry. I was excited. Squirrel.
Squirrel.
I put the limiter on him on my side.
Yeah, okay. But it's like I want to do composites. I want to photograph teams and individuals. I want to photograph models. I want to do commercial. I want to learn how to paint. I want to. It's like just try and focus on one thing,
Right.
and then move to the next thing after you kind of got that down.
Conquer.
Absolutely.
It's good advice.
All right. So, we doing another one before Christmas, or?
I say we should do our Festivus one. I mean,
Yes.
Oh,
next
well,
week.
yeah.
Festivus one. We may need guests for that one.
Yes,
That's
that's why.
what we did last year. We just did it. We just did it
That's right.
live.
Which is live. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it live. We'll record it, and we might release it. We might not. You have to join us live if you want to join in. So, if you don't join us for Festivus, we'll see you after the holidays. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Clink, clink.
Clink.
Bye.
Clinky, clinky.
You don't know the power of this podcast. You must obey me and subscribe. When I first started listening, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. Subscribe now. It is useless to resist.